afternoon, Rail Baltica friends. It is truly a privilege for me to address you today as Transport Minister, although I'm sure that, unfortunately not here physically, but over the virtual link, I'm sending my warm greetings to everyone that I have met in my own adventures as part of the Rail Baltica project for more than 10 years. I'm very happy to see how far we have gone in the 10 plus years that the Rail Baltica has been shaping. And of course, without you, without the community of international suppliers, partners, stakeholders on the national level, on the Baltic level, on the European level, we wouldn't have come to this particular point. So if I may wish for something in the context of today's event, I hope that at some point we return back to our Rail Baltica Global Forum format, where we can also actually meet in person, because I would be dying to see many of you, and I'm very happy for the work that you're doing. I'm also standing here to reconfirm the ironclad commitment that Latvia has towards the Rail Baltica project. I think this project needs no introduction, neither domestically nor on the European level. This very cooperation between suppliers, between local companies, between the various institutions, bringing forward this critical European project is an excellent testimony to the important role that, of course, also Madam Trautmann emphasized. We have grown for a few international partners, and our initial participation way back in 2017 in the first international fairs where Rail Baltica was being presented as an opportunity in the early planning phase. And today, seeing that we have 300 international partners joining, almost 1,000 people tuning in to this event today, again, is a very nice illustration on the critical European importance that this project is shaping. It's not just a Baltic project, although it's called Rail Baltica. It's a truly European project, and one that also, in view of the current geopolitical situation, reminds us of the importance of the railway backbone to strengthen also our defense capability. So this project is not just a super connector from the transport and logistics perspective, connecting our cities, our smaller towns, our ports, our airports, but it is also one that brings a very, very important defense, logistics, military mobility, and all in all strengthens our connectivity across various modes of transport, but also in terms of energy interconnections, in terms of digital interconnections, and again, in terms of strengthening our defense capabilities. My vision and my values with regard to this project have not changed. No matter what position I take, I firmly believe that Rail Baltica should be developed as a European project. I'm also a strong believer in the Baltic cooperation. It has not been an easy project, but I think it's one of those projects where also Baltic states, as part of the broader European family, have been able to proceed, to enter also into a full-fledged construction phase, and we should maintain that momentum. There's also a very important role that needs to be continuously played by the joint venture, so I'll always be a strong supporter of a supranational joint venture which oversees the quality of delivery, technical interoperability, the commercial aspects, also aspects related to innovation and digitalization, also promoting joint operational readiness development, because it is very easy to get bogged down in the nuances of construction and physical delivery, but we should for not one moment forget that we should have an operational mindset from day one, and also think how Rail Baltica will shape new markets for connectivity, for mobility services, for freight services, for integrated logistics services, supporting our industries, supporting our exporters, and of course integrating Baltic states and our broader region into the rest of the European economy. So I also wanted to emphasize that currently we are facing the challenge of finding the scope for the project that we can deliver in a functional way until 2030. And it is indeed a challenge. We are currently finalizing the next generation cost-benefit analysis for Rail Baltica. And of course, there are many things that you cannot quantify in a CBA. Think of our friends in Ukraine. If Rail Baltica was present today, not only would Baltic states themselves have a better defense integration and defense capability, but we could also have helped our Ukrainian friends, brothers and sisters even more than we are doing now. So this is a testimony to how important this physical connectivity is. We know that the CapEx requirements for Rail Baltica will be higher, far higher than maybe the initial estimates, but we have to find a way of combining ways of optimizing the project, delivering functionality, hopefully by 2030. For me, it is also very important that Riga, as the biggest metropolitan area in the Baltic states, is properly integrated in this planning. And then, of course, we need to work closely also with our international finance partners to find also other alternative sources of funding on top of the very generous funding that the project has been receiving from the European Union in the shape of Connecting Europe facility. But generally, since this project generates so many benefits, so many commercial opportunities, I think it also has the potential of attracting investment. And in this regard, and I will conclude on this note, I would also send a message regarding the operational readiness planning. I also call upon my colleagues in the Baltic states, in the broader supplier industry, that we should jointly plan also for the future operational phase. This includes also very practical affairs, such as investigation and market research into rolling stock acquisition. We know that Rail Baltica will require everything from high-speed train sets to regional EMUs, night trains, freight locomotives, freight wagons. All of these, I would be happy if we would plan in an integrated fashion, and this would become part of our joint understanding that for the future user, the passenger, the logistics operator, the freight shipper, the investor, the innovation community, startup community, that Rail Baltica will present itself as a one-stop shop to the future users. So with that dream, I wish every participant the best of success. I once again thank the supplier community to be an integral part of this project, and let's continue to work together to bring this project closer to reality. Thank you very much.